Hey everyone, so I've been thinking about something for a while on and off that I want to share with you in this video. I don't know whether it's just me or if you feel like the magic in life has completely vanished. When I was younger, life generally felt a lot more peaceful. There were not really many stresses, and I was very fortunate to be brought up in a family that took care of everything for me, so I had no responsibilities and pressures to worry about. I was a lot younger then, and there was so much of the world that I had to learn about, and I guess life had a sense of adventure back then. In particular, I remember even small things like looking forward to Friday, because not only is Friday the best day of the week, but back then it was the end of the school week and it just meant that I could spend time with my family exactly the way I wanted to. Even social media back then, we're talking about around 2011 to 2014, kids in school never really used to use it that much. Instagram was around, but it wasn't nowhere near what it was like now, and it wasn't really taking over their lives. There was so much interaction outside of school and in school with other students, and TikTok didn't even exist back then, and so you never really had the issues that people are facing now with regards to doom scrolling and all those dopamine spikes and any other effect that people are facing due to social media platforms like TikTok. And comparing things back then to now, I would say even when it comes to people, there really isn't that much kindness anymore. I mean, people are so embroiled in their own lives, and because there are so many distractions out there, I don't think people are too interested in having social interactions, and that can make them seem a lot less meaningful. And honestly, I think things like that are really important, and I remember when I was younger, these things were a lot more prominent, but I don't really see them that much nowadays. And I feel like these distractions have really taken away activities that are meant to be good for you. Like, again, people used to, rather than being sat at home all day playing video games, people actually used to be outside mingling with people and talking with their friends, so they would be doing things that were a lot more productive, but it's not the case like that now. I know one thing that screwed up a lot, not only for me personally, but for so many other people, and maybe for you as well, and that was COVID. Honestly, we went through so many difficult challenges, and they were very unique to that time. It was one of a kind sort of thing, and thinking about life before COVID and after COVID, it feels like two different lifetimes ago because so many things have changed. And there are a few examples that make me feel like the magic in life has just vanished. So one of them is Christmas. You know, when I was younger, I went to a Christian primary school and they placed a lot of emphasis on the culture of Christmas. So around that time, they would be doing a lot of Christmas carols. We would be singing them in assemblies. They would be doing a lot of decorations around the school, and they would even be doing Christmas dinners at lunchtime. And you could even come in one day wearing like your favorite shirt that represents Christmas. Now, although I don't believe in Christmas, it was something that felt very nice and like very cozy, a really nice environment. And it was just the fact that people were so happy about that time of the year, and not to mention the Christmas holidays that followed after that as well. And I'm just thinking back to those moments and comparing it to the Christmas that just went. It's just like, is such a disparity. I mean, it just doesn't really feel like the same time of the year. And honestly, back then, there was a time that I used to look forward to every year, and I tried to replicate that feeling, and I'm just wondering if it's like, is it just me getting older and my mindset changing, or is it really just the feel of things are just completely different now? I just completely don't know. Another example is football. I mean, when I was younger, I used to watch the Spanish league, and we used to have this routine on Saturday where we would be having our snacks, and it was just such a nice vibe. But I don't actually watch it anymore because the scene has completely changed, and the players I used to be invested in, they've moved on with their life, and I feel like more so nowadays, people don't really pursue things for passion anymore. It's more like a money sort of thing, and maybe it's related to, you know, things losing their magic because the feeling of things has completely changed. You can kind of tell when things aren't really done for like a passion sort of thing. Anyhow, I might be going off on a tangent here. I'm generally quite a sentimental person, so I think about a lot of things. You know, I do think about the past quite a lot because I generally, much like many of you, have a lot of regrets, and I just feel like things back in the day, I could have done a lot more things differently, but I would really love to relive some of the moments that I had with my family. because things were really nice back then. I mean, we're talking about childhood here, so it's like things just generally felt a lot more exciting, and I guess that's because childhood is quite pure, and even the smallest of things seem very exciting to you. I was growing up with shows such as Dragon Ball Z, I'd be watching Yu-Gi-Oh!, Beyblade, Pokemon, those sort of shows because they used to put them on TV. And I remember this one time, it's just it was around summertime, around those years, we're talking really early years, but the ice cream van used to come on our street, and the weather used to be very beautiful, and they used to play the music, and it just used to add such a nice flavor to the day. You know, the mood of the day was really nice when certain things like that happened, and those things really stick with you. And it's very difficult to find those sort of moments now in your life, because again, I'm not sure if it's because I'm older now, but I just feel like the atmosphere of things has completely changed, and I'm wondering if that's a feeling that, you know, you could bring back now to make life a little bit more different, a little bit more exciting. Nowadays, of course, I'm more worried about the pressures of life. I'm unemployed at the moment, so I'm trying to get on my feet and focus on other things. And although I remember my childhood a lot, I don't want it to take away from the things that I should be focusing on now. I mean, it is nice to be able to think about times that were great and the way things used to be, but I think it's really important to try and make the most of the time that we have now and make new memories with the people that we are around and with every little bit of resources that we have. I mean, the last thing we would want is in the future that we're regretting the time that we didn't spend properly now. Anyhow, that's pretty much it. I mean, I would like to know what you think. Maybe you felt that is the case in your life as well, where something felt very magical to you in your childhood, whether it was a place you went to, it was a favorite TV show that you used to watch, or it was people that used to be around you during that time. And maybe you're wondering if it's something that could be recreated, because it could give us motivation to do better in our lives right now. And it would really be nice if we could replicate that sort of those magical moments in our life, so that it gives us some meaning and something to look forward to again. But yeah, thank you so much for watching if you stuck around this far. I hope your year has been going well, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.